Welcome to this latest Google Ads lead quality tutorial. And here I will show you how you can optimize your lead quality in Google Ads to double your business. In this tutorial, I will explain top 5 actions you need to take right now if you are also facing a problem of poor lead quality in Google Ads. And not only that, I will end this video with a bonus tip. If you follow that, your overall closing percentage can jump more than 50%. Let's start our point number 1 with the situation. If you get 100 leads to your site and only 20 of them are converted leads, so that means 80 didn't convert. And now you have to find the reasons why those 80 didn't convert. Similarly, if there are 100 people who visit your site and 10 of them complete the form, you have to find why those 90 didn't convert. And these points are important. You will note down like these 40 didn't convert because of this point number 1, these 30 didn't convert because of this point number 2. And now we will use these points to make sure that these people don't click our ads from now on because they don't convert. Instead of just assuming why the users didn't convert, we can use that lead submission data because that's more accurate. Now we have different reasons, and in most cases, what are these reasons? The number 1 reason is pricing. The users who clicked on your ads and you ended up paying to Google for those clicks, they didn't convert because they were not willing to pay your price. Now we have to make sure that they see our pricing in the ad. So if they are not willing to pay, they don't click our ad. And before I can show you how you can apply this in your ad in real time, we can think about a lot of other reasons why they are not converting. One, that was price. Second, maybe you are not offering that type of service that they want. Maybe they came from a generic cleaning keyword to your site and they wanted residential cleaning. You offer only commercial cleaning. So that could be another reason. In therapist case, maybe they wanted in-person therapy, in-office therapy, but you only offer online therapy. In our case, we are Google Ads agency and we only serve service businesses. So maybe that's an e-commerce person who has clicked our ads and came to the sites and wanted our service. So let's discover this technique. We will try to stop these people from clicking on our ads just by using our headlines. So here we are in our ad, and this is our first headline, Google Ads agency for leads. Now let's apply the pricing filter. I will put my starting price here and I will pin this headline. So let's do that. Starting from $350 per month. And second thing I'm going to do, I will pin this headline in position number 2. If I don't do that, there are chances that they might not see that. So now I have pinned this headline. Anyone who is not willing to pay that price, they are not going to click because they will know exactly just by seeing our ad that we start from $350. And just in case you want to apply another filter for your service type. So in our example, we can give, as we serve service businesses only, so I can give for service businesses only, and I have pinned that headline too because they have to see that before they click on our ad. And by doing that, we can not only improve our lead quality, but we can save thousands of dollars over ad spend. If you are a business owner running Google Ads but struggling to get leads, this is exactly what I see all the time. And to fix this, I offer a completely free Google Ads audit where I will personally review your Google Ads account. Just go to scalekit.com and schedule your free audit today. Now enjoy the rest of the video. Coming to our point number 2, if any one of you come to me and say that we are getting a lot of low quality leads from Google Ads, my first question would be, are you running ads on any other network beside Google search? And here's how you can check that. So to check that, you will go to your Google Ads account and you will go to this campaign settings, click on edit settings, go to networks, click on it, and here we have these 2 different networks. One is search network, the other is display network. And what happens when we try to create a new campaign, Google automatically selects these networks and we don't bother to check it, and we just try to go with other settings, add keywords, add copy, and we run our ads. So these networks, that's not Google search. These are hundreds of other websites that are Google affiliated, and display network, these are millions of websites. If there is someone who is looking for your service, they are not searching on search networks or display network. They are searching on Google search. So that should not be the case. You should never select these 2 sites. And even if they come auto-selected by Google, you can just exclude these. If you are still not sure about the mistakes to avoid while creating a Google Ads campaign, I have created a complete guide how to create a search campaign in Google Ads, which is in the description below. So you can go and check that as well. And one more thing which is very important here, even if you don't add that, there is one setting on Google Ads where Google can automatically add that for you. And that is the auto apply settings. So what you can do after you turn them off, let's click save. then you will go back, and in search here you will search auto apply, and here we have auto apply settings. You will click on it. You will land here in auto apply settings, and you have to make sure that none of these settings are selected, because if any of these settings are selected, Google can automatically apply that to your account without you knowing that. They can add keywords, raise budgets, add bids, add everything, search partners, display network, without you knowing that. So you have to come here and you have to make sure all these settings, they are not selected. In my case, I'm fine with it. So let's go to our point number 3. And up next is a problem with so many businesses. They are targeting one area, but they are getting leads from different areas around that. Now that means Google is showing their ads to the different areas. That does not mean that they have targeted a wrong area inside Google Ads, but that means they have missed a key point in Google Ads. So let's go check that. So to investigate that issue, you will go back to your campaign settings. So I will go to campaigns, and here I will select my campaign, and in settings I have to check my location targeting. So here are my locations. I will go click on it, go to advanced search. So usually when you create the campaign, you come here, you type your location. So if I type New Jersey, you click include, and then you click save, and that goes into your locations. But there is one key part that most of the people miss, and that's what causes a problem. If you click here in the location options, that gives you two options. For me, that's presence people in or regularly in your included locations, and that's how it should be. But what happens when you are creating the campaign? This option is selected by default, which is presence or interest. So that means people who are inside your target area and also who are outside that are searching for your area or for your service, they can also see your ads. And that's what happens. You are getting a lot of calls, you're getting a lot of leads from those outside locations. So they are related to your service, but because they are in a different area, you don't serve them. So that results in a waste of money. So what you have to do, you have to make sure that your location targeting is correct. One. Second, you are going only for presence people in or regularly in your included location. So then you're going to click save, and that solves the problem. So my point number 4 is related to a significant development in Google Ads over the years. So a few years ago, when we used to target keywords in Google Ads, Google used to show our ads in those terms or very relevant terms. But now that's not the case anymore. There could be multiple reasons for that due to the evolution of user search behavior, but we are not going into that. So the point of concern is, even if we target all the keywords the right way, our ad can still show to a lot of irrelevant searches. So there are two mechanisms to stop that. One, when you are creating your campaign, you are doing your keyword research, you should also do your negative keyword research as well. And by the way, if you want to know how to do your keyword research, how to find negative keywords, I have this complete guide which is in the description below, so you can go watch that. And not only with the help of my guide, but you can use any AI tool to select some keywords which are negative, which are relevant to your industry that your ad can trigger on. So when you create the campaign, the first thing you're going to do, you will add that negative keyword list so your ad does not show on those irrelevant searches. Now, second, you have launched your campaign and now your ad is showing to the different searches. Now you have to check your search terms reports regularly and need to know if your ad is showing to the relevant terms or not. So here's how you do that. So in Google Ads, I will go to Insights and Reports, and I will click Search Terms. And here I have different search terms that are related to the services, but there could be ones that are not related to that. Now, one thing you need to keep in mind, this is not the 100% data of the search terms. Google is hiding some data for some reasons. So usually we see around 50 to 60% of these search terms. So you will come here and you will make sure that there are no irrelevant terms. There are terms like jobs, cheap, free, or even your competitors. So they shouldn't be here. If they are here, what you can do, you can simply click on that and you can go to add a negative keyword. You can add this in your existing negative keyword list that you have created before, or you can choose to add it to the campaign level. You can choose the right match type and then click save for those keywords. So that's the daily activity that you need to do. By doing this, you will make sure that you not only improve your lead quality, but also you save a ton of money on your clicks. So my last point is related to a very uncomfortable situation in Google Ads. So sometimes the users see 10 clicks on day 1, let's say today, and when they come back 2 weeks later on that same day, they see 5 clicks. So where are those other 5 clicks? So that means they have been added by Google as invalid clicks. So Google refund your money, but it does not solve the problem. So let's go to Google Ads and see how this whole thing works. So here I want you to add two columns by Google. One is invalid clicks and the other is invalid click rate. And as you can see, this campaign that has 1.33% invalid click rate, this campaign that has 61.48% invalid click rate, and that's bad. Before we go in detail, let's check what this invalid clicks is and what's Google definition of it. So invalid clicks are clicks Google considers illegitimate. You are not charged for them, and they are like repeated manual clicks, automated tools, robots, or any other deceptive software. It could be your competitor clicking on your terms. It could be any deceptive software that is trying to waste your money. So Google says that they return your money back, but there's a problem. For one of my campaigns, when I made a comparison with invalid clicks rate and my conversion rate, I saw that when the moment where invalid click rate increases, my conversion rate goes down. So that means Google does not block 100% of the traffic, which is invalid. Now, one thing we are sure that high invalid click rate is bad. That means something is not going right with our campaign. So let's click on segment. And if I click on device here, so Google is going to tell me that how many invalid clicks are coming from these kind of devices. So if I see the computers here, the rate is 86.6%. And for mobile phones, the rate is 11.28%. So that means computers are mostly triggering these invalid clicks. For mobile, that's not that bad. We got only 15 invalid clicks, and for computers we got 234 invalid clicks, and overall clicks, they are very similar to that. So what we can do with it, we can do one more thing related to that, but we can also check where they are clicking the most. Like if I go to segment again, I would click on this click type option, and here I see headline, mobile clicks to call, site link, image, and as I go through these options, I see that 98.32% of invalid click rate that came from image. So 234 clicks out of 249, they came from image. Someone who is on computer clicking on my ad image multiple times. So what I can do, I can remove computers to solve this issue. So how you can do that, you can go to the devices and you can just try to bid on like minus 100% on computers. So let me show you that as well, how you can do that. So you will come here in the campaigns, and when and where ads showed, that's an important point. So here we have these devices, computers, mobile. So what you can do, just like I did, you can go to edit and decrease your bid by 100% and click on save. So that means they are not going to bid on computers. But in my case, because I was not getting so many clicks from computers, that was not very important to me for my client. But still I was bombarded with so many invalid clicks, so that was easy to cancel computer. But in your case, that could be an important option, so you can go for any other fix. So there are a lot of softwares built on that. They promise to solve this issue. They try to block the IPs who are triggering that. I have not used that personally, and I don't even recommend that, but just in case it helps, you can test it out. Now coming to our final bonus tip. So one of the reasons that users don't convert is because they have filled a form on your site and they have also filled a form on your competitor's site, and your competitors were quick enough to reach them out, and now they are booking their service. And that happens a lot of time, not only for Google Ads, but also for your organic leads you get from other social media platforms. A quick follow-up is very important. So for Google Ads especially, if you think that you are not available in times other than business hours, you should not run your ads for that. You need to make sure that you are available for calls. You need to make sure you are available for those form submissions. You can follow up to them in 5 minutes. And it's important because users like to fill up different forms when they are booking online. They can go to 2 or 3 websites, they can fill up their forms, and if you don't reach out to them in time, you will lose them. And just by following this tip, you can simply make 50% more sales if you just follow that. You have to pick up your calls and you have to make sure that you follow up in 5 minutes. I hope you liked the video. If you need any help related to Google Ads, related to Google Ads landing pages, we offer a free Google Ads audit where I will check your Google Ads account personally and I will review your pages as well. So just go to scalekit.com and schedule your free 30-minute consultation with me. See you in another video. Thank you.